Hello, lovelies. So it's Friday. I think it's the end of second week of lockdown for us in South Africa. Another wet, rainy day. It's very interesting weather at the moment. Maybe the earth is having a bit of a cleanse while all the pollution has stopped for these few weeks. So I didn't know what I was going to talk to you all about today, and I was thinking, I don't know what to speak about. And I've been rewatching the whole Harry Potter series with my daughter. And today we were watching The Goblet of Fire. And at the very end of the movie, Albus Dumbledore says to Harry, "Dark and difficult times lie ahead, and soon we are all going to have to face the choice between what is right and what is easy." And I thought, aha, that's what I'm going to talk about. So thank you, J.K. Rowling, for your beautiful words and for your beautiful stories that just have changed the lives of millions of people. But that sentence I thought was so apt for where we are right now. Dark and difficult times lie ahead. And when this is over, when lockdown is over and we are emerging into whatever our lives are going to look like after this, we're going to be in a position of having to really look at choosing a life that's right and not choosing a life that's easy. And what is the difference? So, every single day we are constantly put in positions of having to choose what is right and what is easy. And often we just choose the easy path. Well, because it's easy, because we don't have time, and because it's efficient, and because it's going to get us to the next kind of hour or the next meal or the next day, But the thing about easy, convenient choices is that they come from a very small place. They come from a very kind of mediocre place. And it comes from the head place of really not coming from here, but just kind of, I need to get through this moment to get to the next moment. So making easy choices and repeating easy choices on a day-to-day basis, it's really going to lead to a life of a lot of unfulfilled kind of potential. It's going to lead to a life of constant negativity, constant compromise, constant negotiation. And you're never really going to feel the fullness of who you are. You're never going to experience yourself as this multifaceted, magnificent being if you're constantly taking the easy path. So sometimes things can be easy, but is it right? So right choices are the choices that require us to stretch ourselves outside of our comfort zone. And I think we all know that outside our comfort zone is where the real magic lies, is where the real stuff happens. So right choices is going beyond what is comfortable, beyond what is easy, and really beyond what you think you're capable of. And if you're always going to only go as far as you think you're capable of, you're never going to get very far. So I think that we all finding that right now. I think all of us have been put in this position of really learning how we can live in another way. And if someone had said to us, 4 weeks ago or 2 months ago, this is going to be your life. Your life is going to be in lockdown, and this is how it's going to, the experience is going to be. I don't think any of us would have thought we could have faced it with a lot of the ease that we have actually been facing it. And we never know what we're made of until we're put in a position where we don't have any other choice. So, doing what's right is coming from the heart place. Doing what's right is coming from that soul place of non-negotiation and complete integrity with yourself, no matter what other people think and no matter what other people's judgments are going to be. So you've always got to do what's right for you, no matter what. And that is always going to lead you to a truly fulfilled, inspired, and extremely powerful life. So as you're approaching your daily choices through lockdown and post-lockdown, this should be your guiding question. Am I about to do what is easy or what is right? And there's no standard for right here. It's what's right for you. But be careful that you're not negotiating yourself out of stuff. Because I think too much stuff's gone on in your lives and in your relationships and with work, where you've kind of convinced yourself you thought you were doing the right thing, but deep down you knew you weren't. And anyone who's ever been in a situation where they've lied, even if it was a little white lie because they thought they were saving somebody else's feelings, has paid the consequence down the line. So there are really a lot of consequences that you do not want to pay when you're choosing like what's easy and living a half life. So yeah, that's really kind of the focus I want to bring to you today, is to just pay attention as you're moving into this weekend of where in your life after 2 weeks of lockdown are you slipping into behaviors that are just easy rather than right? Like, have you let some stuff go that you shouldn't have? Are you not addressing some things that you should be addressing? Are you just kind of doing what's easy? And sometimes it's okay to just take a few days to think about some stuff. But don't get into the habit of sweeping stuff under the carpet, because that's easy and that's what everybody does. And this is really a time that you've got to find a new way for yourself, for your relationships, and for what your life is going to look like after this. So choose what's right, not what's easy. Have a beautiful weekend, all of you, and I will see you again on Monday. Lots of love.